Hello and welcome to Fortress, Alaska. Here we are out at the picnic table today in Alaska, and it's about 35 degrees. Anyways, I have been looking for a long time for some night sights that also have a fiber optic front sight. I just like the idea of a fiber optic front sight, and I've never tried one, so I thought I would. So I got the Trijicon DI Night Sights. I actually have a number 6 front and a number 8 rear, which I've been told is not normal for a 320, but it's what I got on my gun, so that's what I got to replace it. So I am going to take the Yankee Marshal's advice and have a gunsmith do it, because supposedly SIGs have a notorious record for being difficult to change their sights. So I'll pay the few bucks and let someone who does it for a living do it, instead of me stressing over it and spending hours cussing and banging up my thumbs. Anyways, so we're going to get the sights put on, then we're going to take it out to the range and see how much of a difference I see in them. Fortunately, I have other SIG pistols with standard sights, so I can do a side-by-side comparison. Okay, so here we have the Trijicon DI Night Sights. So before we get them installed, let's see what you get in the package. And so let's just open it up. And very fancy packaging here. And it seems to be snug in there. Wow, that wasn't easy. Anyway, so have the sights. In the back, there's a little bag. And in the little bag, let's see what we have. We have some installation guides, the Allen key for taking out and changing fiber optics. You can change to any color they sell. Imagine any color you want if you can get fiber optic rod. So that's nice to have that. They give you the instructions to install. So we have that, how to change out how to do things. So take a look at that real quick. So yeah, I think I could figure out how to undo a screw and tighten a screw. So anyway, so there's a little bit of instructions should you need it. A little bit of Trijicon thank you, and last but not least, a little bit of Trijicon swag there. So that's what comes in the box. Let's take a quick look at the sights. This is obviously the front sight. I don't know if you can see how well that glows there or not. But anyway, so there's the fiber optic rod. That is a little tiny nut, a bolt, I guess. I don't know what you call it. Bolt, I guess. That holds it in place. It's not a screw. And yeah, here are the rear sights. And blacked out U-notch, which is what I wanted. I blacked out U-notch with night sights, tritium night sights in them, so that's good. And so we'll see how things go once I get these installed, and I will take them out and try them in the range here in about as soon as I can get them installed. Maybe this week, I'm hoping. Anyways, so that's what you get in the box, so you know what you're looking for when you get it. Okay, here we go. We have the new Trijicon DI Night Sights installed on the pistol, if I could hold it and not drop it every time. Nice rear sight with serrations and the 2 tritium vials for night sight. There's a tritium vial up front here, and then you have the fiber optic rods. And tell you in all honesty, at night you can't tell that there's a fiber optic rod between you and that tritium. They all look pretty much the same. So they've done the gunsmith did a really good job of getting these on. These are the standard sights, so you can see this is typical SIG 3-dot sights. See the 2 dots in the rear, 1 dot in the front. Both have tritium vials in it for night sights, so they're good basic night sights. One thing I did note of interest is both the factory one and the one the gunsmith did are exactly 7 thousandths off center, and I don't know if that's intentional or what. The rear sights, however, this one is the one from the factory is perfectly centered, while the one the gunsmith did is 15 thousandths off. So I'm going to drift that over just that little bit more to get that perfectly centered, and then I'll start my test firing, because right now ammo's too much at a premium. not to start with mechanically centered and see, but since these front sights are both identical amounts off, I'm almost wondering if it's not the slide or what is. But then once again, 7 thousandths is hardly worth noticing. Only someone like me would actually notice that. And I now have a pointer. I'm seeing that there's a trend to have special pointers in YouTube, so I will be using a calligraphy pen from now on as my pointer. So this is basically how the sights look. These are the new sights, as you can see. They look good. They are nice and bold and easy to see. I think I will shoot better with them. I will find out. I have noticed that out in the daylight, this fiber optic really does show well, really grabs your attention, much better than this white dot in the daylight. So I think that's going to help me a lot, because handguns has always been difficult for me to shoot, and so I think this is going to help me better sights. I am not a young man and my eyes aren't as good as they once were, so I'm doing what I can to try to improve. So I will let you know once I get these out to the range and give you an update on that, but we will continue on with this project. Okay, here we are at the range, getting ready to do the first shots with the new sights. Locked and loaded, and even in this overcast, dreary day, and it's really not quite sunrise in Alaska yet, this fiber optic jumps right out at me. So let's see how bad I am today. Not bad. Pretty good grouping. I was shooting faster than I really should for target shooting, but I seem to be centered and doing well. Okay, here we go, round two. Now I take a little more careful aim on these. I just was okay, well, after the first few bad shots, I grouped much better there. Okay, here we go. And this sight really does pop out. I mean, it is so much easier for me to focus. I'm not a good shooter. Any advantage I can have is useful to me. That was a much better grouping that time, and it wouldn't have been safe to be at my target. So that's how it's shooting. Love the sights. Just gonna do some more shooting while I'm here. And this would be the best 10-shot group of the day. Not bad for me because I'm not that good with a pistol. But anyways, that's the best 10-shot group of the day. Okay, well here we are. We're going to try a little bit of longer range. The sight really does pop out. I really do like this fiber optic. I would highly recommend these sights. So I'm just going to do a little bit more shooting. But just so you know, the sights are a success. So please like, share, subscribe. I have a Patreon page. Check out my Facebook page. Facebook page lets you know of upcoming events. Thank you for watching. And once again, go out and get out shooting.